What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Fibber as part of my Does It Suck series. The Fibber is a unique Hyperion pistol that can spawn with 3 different barrels that all behave very differently. This effectively makes it 3 different weapons, so we're only going to be testing one of the barrels today. This is barrel 3, or the Ricochet barrel. Now, as you can probably guess, the stats on the card are wrong. It does not list its accurate stats, so we can't really go over those. Obviously, it doesn't have a magazine size of 1800 or a fire rate of 30, but what it does have is a ricocheting bullet. Firing one bullet from this gun will result in it bouncing off and becoming about 9 in a circular spread. Now, the spread usually won't be this tight, but I am spec'd into precision at the moment. I'll give you guys a quick look at the rest of the skill build that I'm using. And spec'd into precision, it actually has a pretty tight spread. Now, I have to warn you guys, I'm not very good at aiming the Ricochet Fibber, so hopefully I get a little bit better at that as we move through this area. It looks like that's kind of the distance from an enemy that we're going to want to shoot. It looks like that would bounce up maybe into a hip critical, and maybe that would bounce up about right here, actually, into a shoulder critical. So, aiming this weapon is a little bit unique, but I believe that once we get the aiming down, we'll be able to kill these loaders pretty quickly. But only time will tell, because I obviously have no idea how much damage this gun actually does, because the card does not tell us. I am going to be using a legendary killer class mod here to boost fire rate and critical hit damage, and we're going to see how we do. So it looks like it killed that guy pretty quickly, actually, and I think the main thing that's going to make this weapon good or bad is how good I can aim it. I think that this weapon will probably be pretty saucy with bore because of it having multiple pellets, a high fire rate, and kind of unique moving projectiles as well, which usually works out well. Looks like we were able to get some critical hits on that bull loader there and finish him off. So aiming it is a little bit counterintuitive, obviously. There are some other weapons that have counterintuitive aiming schemes as well, and some of them at least are very, very good. And it looks like once we get the aiming right on this weapon, that it could be very powerful as well. So I'm trying to figure that out right now. I've never really spent too much time with the Fibber, but maybe we'll figure it out here. See if I can't get it just right here on this bull loader. That was a little bit wrong, but we were able to get some critical hits eventually. The fire rate does seem to be pretty good. Obviously, it is being boosted by Two Fang right now, which is what I was talking about when I said that I was going to be boosting the fire rate using the legendary killer comm. Obviously, it doesn't have a direct boost to fire rate, but it does have a boost to Two Fang, which effectively boosts the fire rate. So let's get ready to kill this badass loader down here. This may be kind of tough because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to bounce it off. Maybe this incline here. Perhaps I should just get down there in the hallway, but that gives us a little bit less cover. So we'll see what we're trying to do here. Maybe about right here will be the perfect distance. Looks like we're hitting some criticals there. It's kind of weird aiming this weapon because you can't see the enemy's health bar like you usually can. But it did seem to take out that badass loader pretty damn quickly there. So when I'm aiming this gun correctly, it seems to be wrecking enemies pretty damn quick, and that's actually kind of cool. I've never really spent time with this weapon, but it's definitely a weapon that's worth spending time with, it looks like. It's ripping through enemies pretty damn quickly here. We'll go ahead and get slag on these guys here and prepare to kill them. I have to say that not being able to see the enemy's health bar as I'm shooting them thing is pretty weird. It's something that I'm not used to. I don't think there are any other weapons that don't give me any indication of how much damage I'm doing to them when I'm actually shooting them with it. So that's obviously the wrong aiming there. See if we can't get it right here on this guy now. Well, it got close to getting it right. So I was doing okay there for a little bit. I did a poor job against those exploders. Okay, so we killed that guy, but he blew up on us, so that's something to watch out for, I guess. Hopefully those transfusion trails will come to me, and we'll be in a good position to start taking out the loaders that are going to actually have guns now. They should stay a little bit more still for me, and it might be a little bit easier to hit them. Now, I think with practice, I could have taken out those exploders a little bit easier, but obviously, like I said, I have almost no practice with this weapon, so Trying to learn it here, trying to get the aiming right. Got the aiming right there, and it worked fabulously. So, definitely easier for me to hit the still targets, but I imagine with some practice, users could get good at hitting the moving targets as well. So even at range there, we just absolutely wrecked that gun loader. It's just a matter of getting the angle right, it looks like. And once you have that, it looks like it's pretty easy to take enemies out with this weapon. Got a hot loader back there. See if we can't take him out, so that was good stuff. Now, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to take out this gun loader. I'll try to bounce it off that, maybe. That wasn't working for me. Luckily, he did jump down, so now he'll be a little bit easier to eliminate. Again, not being able to see that health bar throws me off a little bit. But it's doing okay. I mean, actually, it's doing pretty damn well. Now, when you get in a situation like this, it may be a little bit harder to use the Fibber when an enemy is got some elevation on you or something like that. Perhaps we'll try to bounce the bullets off behind him and see how we do with that. That didn't seem to be working quite as effectively as off the floor right into him. Luckily, he did go ahead and jump down for us, so this may work out so that we're able to kill him now. So that worked out. We took a little bit of damage there. I guess that is one of the drawbacks of the Fibber. You kind of need flat terrain to get it to operate, you know, really well. Do we still have a loader up here in this? Where is that guy? We have a loader in one of these. Oh, it's a little exploder in there. That's weird. I didn't know that enemies could still spawn in there if there was a loader stuck up there. So, learn something new every day. The Pimpernel obviously blew him up pretty quick, so that was kind of funny to see. So we're just going to throw a transfusion grenade right quick. One, to get us down to 4 grenades so that we can get a little bit of more grenade ammo. And 2, because, you know, I was obviously really low on health there. So I'll let these 2 exploders deal with themselves real quickly. Maybe I'll try to blow this one up. So I was actually able to kill that one there. That was kind of cool. Gives me a slight killer bonus. Maybe we'll use it here. Didn't look like I was able to use it too much, but actually we did some damage to that loader there. So that was good stuff. The Fibber definitely does not suck, at least with the Ricochet barrel. It is pretty damn powerful. A little bit cumbersome to use if you haven't used it before, like me. And it appears that there are terrain situations which will make it especially difficult to use. And I guess that is the main drawback to the weapon. On flat ground, though, when you have the, you know, aiming system down a little bit, it absolutely is wrecking these enemies. And so that's pretty cool. Go ahead and get Slag and Kunai on this guy, and we'll see if we're able to get some quick kills on him as well. That's pretty cool. I like that quite a bit. I'd have to probably slow down the footage and see exactly how it's interacting with Boar after it's going through these enemies. But, I mean, it sounds like it's doing something, so I guess that's cool. I'm not exactly sure what the projectile is doing, though, after it's actually passing through some of these enemies. I would like to know that, but I don't at this particular moment in time. So we needed to kill that guy there. We got some of our health back now. We're going to try to deal with this gun loader back here who is devoid of an arm and massively spamming that eye blast at us. The bore sounds with this weapon are getting a little bit ridiculous, so it must be doing something back there. Like I said, I would probably have to set up a scenario where I could actually see it and slow down the footage to see exactly what's happening there. There are probably some of you who already know. I know that the Fibber is kind of a popular novelty weapon. But, I mean, it's not just a novelty. It's quite powerful in its own right. Alright. That barrel's been here the whole time. Blow it up right quick. Alright. Ooh, I just found some pepper that was hidden in my mouth from a steak about 5 minutes ago, and it's burning my mouth right now. Kind of weird. Alright, so we're moving forward. And the Fibbers had really no trouble taking out any enemy, except for that one badass so far, and the loaders that I couldn't aim at. The badass was only a problem, though, because he came at us with, you know, a weird angle that I wasn't quite prepared for to take on with the Fibber. Again, it's kind of weird not being able to see the enemy's health bar, but you can tell the Fibber's ripping through it pretty quickly because the enemies wind up dead very, very quickly. And so that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a pretty solid weapon, I have to say. It definitely doesn't suck. It's eating these enemies up really damn quickly. So I guess because it's doing so well, I'll take on these 4-player hell-scaled enemies. I'm thinking that Pervy might be especially difficult to take out here because he's so low to the ground and stuff. And so that'll be something to watch out for. Ooh, and it looks like he has an especially dangerous gun at this particular moment as well. So, I'm also unsure why his little friends aren't spawning here. This pepper, I think it was a serrano pepper, that I found a little bit of in my mouth right now, is absolutely killing me. Is that what they're called? Serranos? I'm not sure, but my mouth is on fire right now. I'm unsure how that was just resting in my mouth without me feeling it before just now. Oh well. Oops, need some health really badly. Turn in the corner here so that we have a little bit of cover. Alright. So we finally took that guy out. Wow. Pervy is doing a number on us here. Try to get some of these transfusion trails coming in. Some more of those transfusion trails coming in. And we'll try to kill these guys here. So, like I said, Pervy's gun right now is not helping us out in the least. And beyond that, his small body stature and stuff is also giving me issues. So I think he's slagged. We'll try to shoot right here. Doing some damage to him at least. God, that gun is ridiculous. Alright, so we took him out, and finally his... I don't know what kind of gun he had there. It looked like maybe it was the Kerblaster or something. Well, I didn't see that second grenade coming. I've actually fought an enemy with a Kerblaster before, and that was pretty ridiculous. But it did seem like he had a rather powerful Torg rifle of some kind. Now that we've dealt with him and his small stature and big gun, we might be able to take out the rest of these enemies a little bit easier. Do need a little bit more health coming towards me here, but... we'll make sure we get that, and then we'll kill this guy. Excellent. So, if there's an obstacle, like a box in between you and an enemy, that makes it a little bit difficult to get the bounce into them. So, you do need terrain cooperation when using the Fibber, it looks like. But, oh god, we need slag on this guy. Perfect, antagonist. You finally slagged something at an opportune time. Alright, so that was pretty cool. The Fibber did alright for us. The answer to does it suck regarding the Fibber, at least with the Ricochet barrel, is a definite no. There are some quirks about it though. Obviously, little boxes that might be in your way will make it hard to bounce bullets into enemies. If there was, say, an enemy up here on this platform, it would be kind of hard for me to kill them with the Fibber from here. I might have to get really lucky with a bounce or something like that, or lead an enemy to flatter terrain. So the Fibber is not without its drawbacks, but if you're able to use it effectively, it is extremely powerful. I'm actually kind of a fan of the weapon, and I'll test it in some other scenarios. So just keep in mind with the Fibber that terrain can be a challenge, but it has great killing power. So as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. Otherwise, I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.